5 people already waiting. Hello, welcome to Dr. Dinesh Pharma. So today we are going to discuss UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector and Test 2. We have completed Grand Test 1 and today we are going to discuss Grand Test 2, and for your information we are also going to conduct one mock test in Sunday. Okay, 6th October we are going to conduct one mock test. It is open for all. That will be conducted. Welcome to Dr. Dinesh. So today we are going to discuss UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector and Test 2. We will be having completed Test 1. So today we are going to discuss Grand Test discussion, and for information we are also going to conduct a single test individual copy. But those who are expert in their own subjects, we are going to conduct a mock test. Is open for all, and they will discuss their own subjects. Welcome to Dr. Dinesh. Okay, today this Grand Test to discuss why we are going to UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector exam. It is available in the description. You can run the exam. Today we are going to discuss Grand Test discussion. In the information we are also going to conduct a single test individual, and we have segregated who are expert in their own subjects. We are going to conduct their sections which are given open for all, and they will discuss their own subjects. Welcome to Dr. Dinesh. Okay, today this Grand Test to discuss why we are going to UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector exam. It is available in the description. You can run the exam. Today we are going to discuss Grand Test discussion. In the information we are also going to conduct a single test individual, and we have segregated who are expert in their own subjects. We are going to conduct their sections which are given open for all, and they will discuss their own subjects. Welcome to Dr. Dinesh. Okay, today this Grand Test to discuss why we are going to UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector exam. It is available in the description. You can run the general science. We are going to discuss Grand Test discussion. In this way, we will information we are also discussion by giving a test, and we have segregated who are expert in their own subjects in a single session which are given open for all, and they will discuss their own subjects. Today this Grand Test to discuss why we are going to UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector exam. It is available in the description. You can run the general science. We are going to discuss Grand Test discussion. In this way, we will information we are also discussion by giving a test, and we have segregated who are expert in their own subjects in a single session which are given open for all, and they will discuss their own subjects. Today this Grand Test to discuss why we are going to UPSC Medical Device Drug Inspector exam. It is available in the description. You can run the general science. We are going to discuss Grand Test discussion. In this way, we will information we are also discussion by giving a test, and we have segregated who are expert in their own subjects in a single session which are given open for all. Yeah. Double Y now. Voice is clear. On. Is it clear? Not coming up. Okay, we will post the link in our channel. Okay, so fresh link. So please keep waiting. We'll post fresh link. If the problem still exists, then we'll post fresh link. So is it clear now? Yeah, it's clear, I think. Clear, right? Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for waiting. Start the discussion. So yeah, as announcing the mock test in coming Sunday, 26th, it's a free mock test for all national level aspirants. So we are going to conduct a mock test before 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. onwards, we are going to discuss by individual subject expert as showed in the thumbnail. Okay, discuss in their own and in their own questions, right? So in this way, we will cover YouTube live sessions and mock test and grand test, right? All these tests till examination. So we will try our best to convey the information as crispy as possible, and so that you will do best in the examination. So before going to the paper discussion, I will tell you the marks analysis. So many students are requesting how will be the marks pattern and other things, right? So here I want to tell you the marks pattern, how the marks pattern will be. So there are six. So there are six topics they have given in the syllabus, right? So the first one is current affairs. Right, in that current affairs, there are again 4 subtopics are there: environmental, social, economic, industrial. So we have covered all the topics of these current affairs, right, in the 4 sections, and we are expecting from these current affairs we will get at least 25 to 30 marks. 25 to 30 marks current affairs, right? So from these 4, don't read other current affairs like sports. No need of all those things. Okay. Just focus on the syllabus what they have given, right? And then 25 to 30 questions correction here, and then the second one is basic knowledge and computer application. And so we'll cut off these marks. This is questions actually. Then the fourth one is reasoning and quantitative. If you see the previous questions, previous of medical devices, many questions they have given. Okay, we are expecting at least 20 questions. Okay, 10 questions from reasoning and ability and 10 questions from quantitative aptitude. Okay, so like this, 10 questions will come from this part of and our primary area where we want to focus much on this area. So that is medical device rules. We are expecting 50 questions. Okay, 45 to 50 questions from medical device, right? 12 chapters, right? So in this way, 50 questions we are expecting. So weightage on medical device rules only. So please focus on medical device. Okay, in general science we are expecting 15 to 20. In the general science we are focusing mostly on the biology part. Okay, biology part, right? Biology and other parts also we are focusing, but mainly as a pharma biology part and chemistry part, right? Basic. And this is how the exam pattern will be. So if it is 150 questions, and it the pattern, the same pattern will be for 100 questions also. Okay, same amount of same percentage of expecting amount of the particular 100 question paper, 100 questions containing paper also. So this is how you plan your preparation, and this last week preparation is very very important. Okay. So these many days, that is one side, and this are there. So that is very very important. Don't get confused with the rules. Don't get confused with the don't get confused with the options, right? So memorize whatever you are covered in the preparation. Don't go for the new one. Okay, you will get confused, especially medical. You have to prepare, stick to that preparation, and be perfect so that you clear the reasoning ability and quantity. As pharma background, we are very much afraid of this kind of, but here we have excellent faculty, right? And they are the expert in teaching exams also, civil prelims of UPSC exam. We will get maximum good evening all of you. Aptitude and logical reasoning topic now. Only there are 20 questions. Thus, question. This is the question from percentage topic, and what is first where we need to start here is given. The total number of votes is అయితే వరకు వచ్చిందా? Right. So let's continue with this. Continue with the next question. So a shopkeeper expects a gain of 22.5% on his cost price. If in a week his sale was rupees 392, what was his profit? So here we need to understand his gain is 22.5%. His sale was 392. Right. So here the sale means how much amount he is receiving, how much money he has been receiving. So always the cost price is always 100%, and according to your question, the gain, the profit percentage is 22.5%. Right. And it is given in your question 392 he is getting. That means if you add both of them, 122.5, like this is like your selling price. So how much money he has been receiving, right? So 122.5% value is given as 392, and we are going to calculate what was his profit. Profit means 22.5 percentage. So what we need to do, if 122.5% is 392, then 1% it will be 392 by 122.5, and we are going to calculate for 22.5 value, so we need to multiply with that. So multiply with that. Now just calculation is needed, just zeros get cancelled. Of course with 25 we can calculate it. 25 9 times, 25 10 times it is 250, just 250 minus 25 is 225, so that I'm doing it clear directly. And 1200, for 100 there are 4 25s, so for 1200 it is 45, sorry 48, 12 into 4 48, 48 25s are there, and one more 25 is there, so 49 we can write. And here 7 times, so 7 5 times 35, 7 6 times 42, right? And 7 8 times, so 56. So 8 into 9, that is 72. 72. So 72 is the profit. 72 is his profit. Option C is the right answer for this question. This is the question from your profit and loss. And coming to the next question. And one question is given from a ratios topic. Here, seats for mathematics, physics and biology in a school are in the ratio of 5:7:8. There is a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50% and 75% respectively. What will be the ratio of increased seats? So, what we need to take? Mathematics, physics and biology. What is the proportion they have given? 5:7:8. And there is a proposal to increase the seats by 40%, 50% and 75, and we are going to calculate the ratio or the proportion after the increase. So whenever they are saying 40% increase, consider we need to have the initial, that is 100%. So 100 plus 40, that is 140. So we need to take 140%. Next for physics it is 50%. For physics it is 50%. So 7 into 150 we need to take. So 7 into 150 we need to take 150%. And for biology it is 75 into 175%. This is the way we need to take. And now what it will be? So simply we need to cancel. Of course percentage will get cancelled, right? And 5 with 5 we can cancel it now, right? 5 28 times
right? 5 30 times 5 5 3 times 50 sorry 15 and 5 5 times, right? And if you are observing here 7 is there, 7 months 7 5 times and 7 4 times, and 5 is here, 5 is 5 get cancelled, 5 6 times. So next what is remaining, 4 is to 6 is to 8 is there. Of course again you can cancel it with 2 times 2 3 times 2 4 times. So option A 2 is to 3 is to 4, that is the right answer for this question. I hope you understand. Coming to the next question. Okay, right. Okay. I think comments can. Okay, right. I think whenever it is going live, so better you can respond. Try to solve this question. The sum of three numbers is 98 if the ratio of the first to second is 2 is to 3 and that of the second to third is 5 is to 8. So then find the ratio of the, then they are asking directly what is the second number. So try to solve this question and give your answer in the comment section. Right. Right. The sum of three numbers is 98 if the ratio of the first to the second is 2 is to 3. 2 is to 3 is given, and second to the third is 5 is to 8 is given. Right. If you are considering it is A is to B and this is B is to C. Right. And they are asking for the value of B. Try to say the answer. Right. As we have discussed this in the classroom, so it is the concept from ratios topic. Here A is to B is given, B is to C is given, and sum of the three it is given. So when I want to do some calculation on this, I need to get A is to B is to C. So from this, as we have discussed this already, so we can do one thing here. Whenever you are watching B and B here B is 3 parts, here B is 5 parts. If it is 3 directly we would write 2 is to 3 is to 8. But here these are not same. So whenever we are watching like this, we need to do one multiplication here. So directly we need to multiply like this, 5 into 2, that is 10, and a cross multiplication only this side, B into B, so 5 into 3. So 5 into 3 it is 15, and whenever C is there we need to multiply like this. So 8 into 3, that is 24. So 10 is to 15 is to 24. That is the ratio of A is to B is to C. Now our goal is, the sum is given as 98, we need to find out the value of B. Now can you try the answer for this question? 10 is to 15, 15 is to 24. The total parts are 10 plus 15, that is 25, 25 plus 24, that is total 49. For the 49 parts, according to your question, that is 98. So one part it is 98 by 49, half of it. So directly 2 times. So one part is equals to 2, and we are going to calculate for B. B it is 15 parts. 1 part to 2, that 15 parts is equals to 15 into 2. The answer is 30. So option B is the right answer for this question. I hope it is clear. Let's move to the next question.
ask the students to post in the chat box. Options A.
Yes. Right. Now, come to the next question. The time is given to you. Just try to solve this question. A can do a certain work in the same time in which B and C together can do it. If A and B together could do it in 10 days and C alone in 50 days, then B alone could do it in. So, in how many days B alone can do the work? That's your question. So, try to solve this and give your answer in the comment box. Try to give your answer. Do a certain work in which in the same time when which B and C together can do it. A and B together can do it in 10 days and C alone can do it in 50 days. So where the clue here it is A and B can do that in 10 days where C alone would take 50 days. So while we are discussing, just better you do like this. What is the right? As we have discussed, the concept of time and work is completely eating chocolates. Is it or not? As we have discussed in the previous classes, that the what is the work here? The work is eating chocolates. So how many chocolates are there is our work. So how many chocolates are there? The number, two numbers are here, 10 and 50. What is the LCM of 10 and 50? What is the big number here? 50 is the big number. Is 50 divisible by 10? Yes, it is divisible 5 times. So directly we can take 50 as the LCM. So here the total chocolates are 50. From this 50, A and B, if A and B together are eating, they can finish the chocolates in 10 days. So 50 chocolates, 10 days they can finish. In every day, how many chocolates they are eating? 5 chocolates per day. And in the second case, that is C. C is finishing that 50 chocolates in 50 days. So daily he can eat only one chocolate. And according to your question, both of them, suppose A, B and C, if you are taking 3 of them, they are eating 6 chocolates per day. 6 chocolates per day. And it is given A can do certain work in the same time in which B and C together. That means A can eat some chocolates which is equal to both the B and C together can eat. Is it or not? Right. So out of 6, A is eating 3 chocolates and remaining 3 chocolates are eaten by B and C. And according to your question, it is given C alone can finish the chocolates in the capacity of C is 1 chocolate per day. So from this you can take B. Out of the 3 chocolates, 1 is of C. So remaining 2 chocolates are B. So the capacity of B is 2 chocolates per day. Now what is the question? B alone could do it in. So in how many days B alone can finish the work? That means the total chocolates are 50. The capacity of B is 2 chocolates. So 50 by 2, that is 25 days. So option C is the right answer for the question. Right. Some has tried, right, very good, but please try to do it. Please respond in the class so that it will be good. Right. Right. Come to the next question. Right. Now, two two pipes A and B can fill a tank in 15 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. Both pipes are open together, but after 4 minutes, pipe A is turned off. What is the total time required to fill the tank? As we have discussed, this is just the extension of your time and work. Pipes and system topic is the extension of your time and work. So try to solve it. You can post your answer in the comment box. Similar one, which we have discussed just now. A and B. A 15 minutes, B 20 minutes. Again, you can solve in the same manner what we have discussed just now. Right. See here. So A 15 minutes, B 20 minutes. In the time and work we have discussed eating chocolates is their work. Here they are filling the tank. Right. So the capacity of the tank we will take here. That means the LCM of 15 and 20. So whenever you are watching like this, what is the big number? 20 is the big number. Is it divisible by 15? No, it is not divisible. Then we need to take the multiples of 20. That means 22 times 40. 40 is not divisible by 15. And next 23 times 60. Is 60 is divisible by 15. So that 60 liters is the capacity of the tank that we need to take. Now, so the capacity of the tank is 60 liters. A can fill that in 15 minutes. So for per minute, how many liters it is filling? 60 liter tank, 15 minutes. Per minute, it is filling 4 liters. So 4 liters per minute is the capacity of tank pipe A. And pipe B, it is 23 times 60. So 3 liters per minute is the capacity of tank, pipe B. Right. Now, both of the pipes open together. Right. That means when both the pipes open together, 7 liters are filling per minute. How many minutes it is open? For 4 minutes. So 7 into 4, that is 28 liters has been filled out of 60. So what are the remaining? 60 minus 28, that is 32. And which is turned off? Pipe A is turned off. Then when the pipe A is turned off, only pipe B is working now. By 3 liters per minute, 32 liters has to be filled. So 32 by 3, that is nothing but 32. 3 10 times is 30. Remaining 2 by 3 is there. So, and what is the total time required to fill the tank? So initially that is 4 minutes, and it is 10 minutes here. So total 14 2 by 3 minutes. Of course, in the options you are not watching this type of thing. Right. So 2 by 3 minutes we have solved, but you need to convert them into seconds. So for 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. We need to convert them into seconds. So we can multiply with 60. 3 ones are 3, 20. So 2 into 20, that is 40 seconds. So the extra 2 by 3 minutes is nothing but 40 seconds. So what is the total time? 14 minutes 40 seconds. 14 minutes 40 seconds. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer for this question. I hope it is clear. Right. Coming to the next question. Right. So one question is given on problems on trains. The length of the bridge which a train 130 meters long and traveling at 45 km per hour can cross in 30 seconds. So try to give your answer in the comment section. Right. So length of the bridge we need to find out. Length of the train is given, speed of the train is given, and the time to cross the bridge is given. So as we have discussed in the regular class, so when a train crosses a bridge, when a train crosses a bridge, it covers the length. It covers the length of the train as well as length of the bridge. That means when train from here, if it comes to here, it is not crossed, but it should come here. That means the length of the train and the length of the bridge should be covered, right? And you know the very basic thing, that is speed is equals to distance by time. Speed is equals to distance by time. So from that, what we can write, distance is equals to speed into time. But here it is given 45 km per hour and the time is given in seconds. So it is not suitable. Either it should be in the hours, otherwise it should be in the meter per second. So what we need to do, from kilometer per hour to meter per second. As I told you already, whenever you are coming from kilometer per hour to meter per second, ma'am, half I. Right. So 45 kilometer per hour. So we need to convert them into meter per second. So whenever you are moving from big number to small number, just multiply with small number. That means 5 by 18. Right. So this will be your meter per second, and we are going to calculate the distance. The distance is equal to speed into time. This is the speed in meter per second, and according to your question, it is 30 seconds. Just multiply with 30. Now just calculate this. You will get the total distance covered by the train in 30 seconds. That means 3 10 times, 3 6 times. Clear? Next next 2 5 times, 2 3 times, 3 1 3 15 times. So 15 into 5 into 5. Right. So 15 into 5, that is 75. 5 times is 375. Just I multiply this, 15 into 5 into 5, 375. But according to your question, 130 meters is the length of the train. As you know already, when a train crosses a bridge, it covers the length of the train as well as the length of the bridge. So in 375, we need to remove the length of the train so that we will get the length of the train. So as the length of the bridge. So minus 130. So 5 4 2. That means 245 meters. Option C is the right answer for this question. Right answer for this question. I hope it is clear. Now come to the next question. Try to solve this question. Rajiv buys good worth 6,650. He gets a rebate of 6% on it. Rebate means he is getting back. It is like a discount. Right? And he pays sales tax of 10%. Find the amount will he have to pay for the goods. So try to give your answer in the comment section. Right. So 6,650. In this, we need to remove 6%. So 6% means into 6 by 100. 1 0 is get cancelled, right? So 6 5 times 30, right? 6 6 times 36, so 39. 6 6 times 36 plus 3, that is 39. 399, 3,990 by 10. So zeros get cancelled. So 399 is the 6%. Right. Of course, you can take it directly also. Whenever we are saying 6% rebate is there, so out of 100, 6% is coming back. So you have to pay 94%. Directly you can multiply with 19. Otherwise, you can take 6% and remove from that. So 399. If you remove 400, it would be 6,250. But here it is 399 only. So 1 you will get extra. So 6,251 is after getting rebate, but he need to pay tax. How much tax is there? Sales tax of 10%. 10% of this. So 10% of any number is directly, it is very easy. Why? Because whenever 0 is there, 10% directly just remove the 0. Whenever 0 is not there, just we need to put a decimal point. That means whenever you are watching 6251, just take 625.1. Right, you need to add this. So again 0.1 will be extra. 5 plus 1, that is 6, 5 plus 2, that is 7, 6 plus 2, that is 8, and 6 is as it is. 6786.1. Of course, after 1 you can put 0, that will be 10 pies. So option A is the right answer for this question. 6876.1 is the right answer for this question. I hope it is clear. Someone tried the answer for the previous question. Your solution was correct, but the answer was none, because they asked for the total time. We need to add the 4 also. Right, come to the next question. Right, a very basic question is given from this. Try to solve this. What is the area of triangle with base 10 centimeter and height 5 centimeter? Area of the triangle, half into base into height. Just substitute this, you will get the answer. Very direct question. You would get this type of questions because they know it is not your regular one. What is the area of the triangle with base 10 centimeter and height 5 centimeter? Half into base into height. Just we need to substitute. Half into what is the base? 10 here, and what is the height? 5 here. So 2 ones to 5 tens. So 5 into 5, that is 25. Of course, it is the area centimeter square. So option A is the right answer for this question. 25 centimeter square. I hope it is clear. Come to the next question. And a very basic question from your probability. Right. I will just give you one input so that you can solve the question. The question here it is, probability is nothing but favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. That's the formula for your probability. So try to give your answer now. A bag contains 4 red, 5 green and 6 blue balls. One ball is ran at random. What is the probability that it is green? You might get questions like this. So just I give you one input here so that you can solve this question. Suppose there are 4 persons are there in a class A, B, C, D. I want to call a person, right? I want to call a person. In how many ways I can select him? Then I can call for A, I can call for B, I can call for C, I can call for D. 4 chances are there. Out of the 4 chances, if I want to call only option A, I mean person A, how many chances are there? 1 out of 4. A is 1 person. Out of 4 person, I am calling only 1. So 1 out of the 4. Of course, it's like suppose there are 20 posts are there in the drug inspector. Okay. So what is the probability that one person is selected out of suppose 10,000 people? What it would be? 20 by 10,000. That is the way we need to take. So here also the favorable outcomes. The favorable outcomes here is the ball should be green. So how many green balls are there? That should be in the denominator. The total ball should be in the numerator. The total ball should be in the denominator. So try to give your answer. I have told the completely, but just you need to do some calculation and give your answer. Right. So favorable outcomes is green, that is 5 out of total balls. 4 plus 5 plus 6, that is 15. So 5 by 15, 5 1 2, 5 3 times 1 by 3 is your answer. Option A is the right answer for this question. I hope it is clear. Come to the next question. There is a number series question. Try to analyze the numbers and give your answer. Two, 6, 18, 54. What would be the next? In your number series, they follow one logic with the same logic. If we continue, what would be the next question, next number? That's your question. Right, see here, 2, 3, 6, 18 and 54. If you are observing this, just it is more multiples, right? So 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, 6 multiplied by 3 is 18, 18 multiplied by 3 is 54. So what would be your answer? 54 multiplied by 3, because it is constant. It might be into 2, into 3, into 4, then we need to take into 5. It might be product of the prime numbers or even numbers, odd numbers. They can take any logic. Here the logic is simply into 3. So directly 54 into 3, that is nothing but 162. So option C is the right answer for this question. Come to the next one. Try to solve this question. We have discussed this in the class. These type of questions from order and ranking. In a line of students, Neha is 14th from the front and she is 13th from the back. How many students are there in a line? In a line of students, Neha is 14th from the front. So from the front, the position of Neha is 14th, and she is 13th from the back. From the back, she is 13th. So most of you thinking like that, 14 and 13. So 14 plus 13 is 27. Option B, which is wrong answer, because whenever we are calculating, suppose A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 persons are there. Right. What is the position of B from the top? The second position. What is his position from the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th. If you add them, what we are getting? 2 plus 5, that is 7. But there are only 6 persons. Why we are getting like this? The reason here, whenever we are saying second, this is the second person from the top, and when we are saying fifth, it is the fifth person from the bottom. So the B is counted twice. So that we need to remove it. So 2 plus 5, 7 minus 1. That means total number of persons would be 6 members only. In the same way, here 14th and 13th. 14th from the top, 13th from the bottom. So if you add them, you will get 27. But whenever the Neha is counted twice from the bottom and the top, so we need to remove 1. So the total number of persons would be 26. So option A is the right answer. The complete concept of order and ranking will be depends upon only this, plus 1 and minus 1. Whenever you want to take a position of it, we need to add 1. Whenever you are counting the number, we need to subtract 1. That is the thing. I hope it is clear. Now come to the next question. Yeah, coding and decoding. If cat is coded as 3120, dog as 4157, then find the code for fox. Most of the cases, these questions will be depends upon the position of the particular alphabet in the particular letter in the English alphabet. Position of that means A first, B 2, C 3, like that up to Z. Total 26 are there, like that. Based on this, mostly it will be, sometimes it will be given directly, otherwise they can come from the opposite side. Sometimes it might be position of that also. Not only the alpha in the English alphabet, but from the given context itself. So this is an easy question now. The position of C is 3, we are watching here. The position of A is 1 here. The position of T is 20 here. So it is given directly. So dog, for position of D is 4, O is 15 and G is 7. So it is directly. And then when the position of F is 6, O is 15 and X is 24. So 6, 1, 5, 2, 4. So all are similar. So whenever you are thinking, the question is very simple. You might be confused with the options. So you need to make it clear directly. 6, 15, 24 should be there. 6, 15, 24 is there. So option D, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4. Option D is the right answer for this particular question. Come to the next question. Blood relation question is there. P is the mother of K is the sister of D is the father of J. How P is related to J? First we need to draw the diagram. Right, some are giving the answers. Very good. Option D, option A, they are saying. Let's check. Right. You can keep on giving your answers till I say the answer. Right. So P is the mother of K. So P is the mother of K. Just I am writing here minus so that it is female. Right. P is the mother of K. K is the sister of D. So D is the father of J. Father of J. So D, father means male person. So plus I have been writing. And how P is related to J? How P is related to J? So J's father is D, D's sister is K, K's mother is P. So they are asking how P is related to J. So she is related as grandmother. So option B is the right answer for this question. And no confusion here. If they asked in reverse, that means how J related to P. How J related to P, we cannot say that because we don't know the gender of J. Of course, in another way, they can give the question like this also. They might give the option like this also. J is the grandchild of P. That could be the right answer. But here gender is not mentioned, so that if some pen eraser, which of the following is definitely true? We need to find which is definitely true. Right. So some pens are pencils. I am writing pen as PN and the pencil as PC. Some pens are pencils. I am writing PC here. And no pencil is a eraser. So here I am writing eraser. So there is no connection between these two. Which of the following is definitely true? So what are the options we need to check? Some pens are erasers. Some pens are erasers. How can we say? We cannot say directly because there is no link between pen and eraser, and no pen is an eraser. And here also we cannot say no pen is an eraser. Right. So when this part is not connected to this, we cannot say. Right. Then some pencils are pens. Some pencils are pens. Of course, it is correct only. No? This is the part where pens and pencils are there. Right. So option C is the right answer. Of course, check for the fourth one also. No pen is a pencil. No pen is a pencil. How can we say there are some pens or pencils? It is given directly. So option C is the definitely true statement. Option C is the right answer for this particular question. I hope it is clear. Come to the next question. Very easy one. Argonaut. Argonaut. Choose the word that does not belong to the group. There are 4 words. One are in the same group. One is not. I think audio problem is clear now. Right. Thank you. Circle, square, triangle and sphere. So circle, there is a square, right, and triangle and sphere. Whenever we are saying sphere, it has a space. All these are 2D objects. This is only the 3D object. This is only the 3D object. So the answer is, what is the odd one? Sphere. Sphere. It's like your globe. You watch the globe. That is your sphere. Circle, square, triangle are directly, you can place it on a table directly. It can't occupy the space, but the only it is a 2D objects. That's so option D is the right answer for this particular question. Right, come to the next question. Right, solve this question. In a certain code language, again coding and decoding is here. The word math is written as 131208. How will science will be written in that code? And again, this will be depending upon the position of the letter in the English alphabet. So try to give your answer. MATH. M, 13th position. It is given. A, first position, 1 is given. T, 20. And H, 8. So directly they have given the position of the letters in the English alphabet. Right. Now, what is the position of S? S is 19, C is 3, I is 9, E is 5, N is 14, C is 3 and E is 5. Better you remember all the positions of the letters of English alphabet. So, of course, all would be the same. So, try to watch it properly so that it will be good. So, here it should be added by 35. So, we can eliminate these two. And the last 3 digits 435, 635 is there. So the answer is option A. Option A. Even though you write them properly, if you are not identifying them in the B, correct. Okay, right. Option B. No. Option B, it is 6 now. So we cannot say. Option A is the right answer for this. Right. I hope it is clear. Come to the next question. Right. Another syllogism question is there. Syllogism based question, not exactly syllogism. If some fruits are sweet and all sweet things are healthy, which of the following is definitely true? So, some fruits are sweet and all sweet things are healthy. So, from this we need to conclude. Right. What are the conclusions here? All fruits are healthy. How can we say all fruits are healthy? And whenever you are solving this type of questions, don't do with the common facts. These are not the facts. They will give directly some dogs are cats, some cats are dogs. So we cannot say it directly. So we need to follow the statements only. Don't go with the common sense. Okay, right. So this is not true. Some fruits are healthy. Of course, some fruits are healthy. There is a connection between these two. It might be the right answer, but check for the other also. All sweet things are fruits. All sweet things are fruits. So we cannot say that only some are there. Some healthy things are fruits. Some healthy things are fruits, of course. But here, whenever they are mentioning the term sweet things, so directly we can say option D is the right answer actually. Option D is the right answer for this particular question. Come to the next question. Right, this is the last question. I hope it is clear and it is helpful to you. Right. So be prepared well when the exam is right. Yeah. This is time to you. You can ask any question in the comment box. I can answer. If you are getting any doubt in the classroom, in the given question itself. Otherwise, you can ask anything from the topics of quant and reasoning. It's your time now. B is for 85 answer. Okay. Actually here, of course, the options are similar. Here sweet things is mentioned. Either it should be sweet things here also. There is some ambiguity in these two. Some fruits are healthy, some healthy things are fruits. Of course, both are same. From this, what we have written, some fruits are sweets, some fruits are sweets, and all sweet things are healthy. Right. So from this we can say both of them are true, of course. So option B or D, both are right. Here actually the word mentioned here, healthy things. So that's the reason I thought it could be right, but both are right actually. So either they should have given option B or option D, otherwise it would be like a conclusion 1, 2, 3, 4 and options will be 1 and 2 are follows and 1 and 3 follows. It should be like that actually. Oh, you are saying for 83, question number 83. Yeah. So actually the clear distinction is here. Here it is circle. Here circle is there, square is there, triangle is there, and sphere. Sphere means it is 3D object. So the answer could be option D only. All other three. These three are only 2D objects, and sphere has value. That means simple. 3D has value where 2D has only area. So for sphere, it's like your globe. If you are taking a paper, you cannot say it has value, but you can say you can measure the what area of the rectangular, square, or triangular, or circle, like that. I hope it is clear now. Ramavat Ranavir. I hope it is clear. Any more questions? We'll be continuing with the other mock test also. So please be watching our channel. If there is no doubt, then we will do. Okay.
Yeah. Start. Yes, very good evening. Hope I am audible. All of you. Yeah, am I audible, please? Let's go for a quick update. Yes, okay. Okay, so I think yes, I am audible too. And yeah, so coming to the discussion part of MDR Medical Devices Rules 2017. To MDR, yes, Medical Devices Rules 2017. So I think most of you have attempted the examination, and yes, we will go with the question. Yeah. So how was the examination, all of you? All of you, have you attempted? Whoever is online? Whoever is online, yes. Yeah, we will see the questions from MDR again. Okay. Okay, question number 100. Okay, the MDR questions have started from 100. Yes, okay. So question number 100. What is the fee for registration? Okay, so and there are certain concerns. So because this particular aspect of fee is very important, and we may expect many questions from the fee part. Yes, at least 2 or 3 questions. Okay, this is like a part of sort of revision section for the fee part. Okay, so going further, what is the fee for the registration of a medical device testing laboratory? Registration of a fee for the registration of a medical device testing laboratory under Rule 81(1). Okay, so this Rule 81, it is covered under chapter. Okay, Rule 81 is covered under which chapter? Which chapter actually? Yes, online viewers. Yes, 81 is covered under which chapter? Yes, it is under chapter 10. Fine. Okay, Rule 81 subclause 1, it falls under chapter 10, and under chapter 10 we have a total of 81 to 86 rules. Chapter 10 covers rules from 81 to 86, which deals with the registration of laboratories, for testing. Okay, registration of laboratory for medical device, for device testing purpose. Okay, this is chapter 10 actually, and the question from chapter 10, which is related again to, so all these things, wherever we come across this fee, whether it may be fee for registration, fee for licensing, fee for import, fee for manufacture, licensing, anything. Okay, so whenever it is whenever we come across the word fee, okay, it is completely related to the second schedule. Okay, all the fee aspects of fee are covered in the second schedule. Are covered in the second schedule. Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, so this fee for this registration of medical device, so all the fee, whatever it may be for manufacture or license or import or whatever it may be for this anything, all the fee are covered in the second schedule. It is very, very important. Okay, this fee questions are covered so much today in this test, because this is okay, so this is very rare, so we may get repetitive questions from this, and this is very important. And the confusing part, okay, because this is something related to numericals, right? It is the confusing part actually. Okay, most of the times we may go for confusion. It may be a confusion part. So that is why we are seeing this. And so what is the answer for this? What is the answer? Fee for registration of a medical device testing laboratory. Okay, under Rule 81(1), the options are 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 and 25,000. So what's the right answer? What's the right answer here? What's the right answer here? Yes, and the right answer is rupees 20,000. Okay, the fee for registration of a medical device testing laboratory is, the fee will be 20,000. Okay. Yes, so as we know, Rule 81, it deals with the application process for the registration as a medical device testing laboratory. So any medical device testing laboratories, wherever we go through, see in chapter 10, we are seeing about this medical device testing laboratories, and we also studied about these testing laboratories. How many testing laboratories are present all over India right now? Yes, can anyone answer this question? Can anyone answer this question? Yes, how many medical device testing laboratories are present all over India, which are not present, which are registered by the CDSCO or by the Central Licensing Authority? So how many medical device testing laboratories are present? We also discussed in our earlier sessions this one. A total of how many? We have usually discussed this so many times. Yes? Okay. So this is the application process. In Rule 81 deals with the application process, how the application, so all these things, it is, the application has to be made for medical device testing, laboratory registration. The application has to be made in form 39. Okay, it has to be made in form 39, which consists of what are the requirements according to form 39? It is the constitutional details, the details of the constitution and the premises, okay, the documentation about the premises and the qualifications of the personnel along with the inventory of the equipment and also the accreditation certificate. This accreditation certificate has to be given by, yes, in form 39. Yes, very good, someone has answered this. Okay, so form 39, very, very important. It deals with the application for registration as a medical device testing laboratory. Okay, and with all these, yes, the option is with all the requirements. Okay. So, and the accreditation certificate has also to be given by the National Accreditation Board, NABL. Okay, by the National Accreditation Boards. Okay. And yeah, moving forward to the next question. So, here the answer was 20,000. Here the answer was 20,000 according to second schedule. Yeah, according to second schedule, the fee for registration of a medical device testing laboratory is 20,000. Okay, please remember all of you, all the numericals. Here we go through every numerical. We are going through all the numericals here. So all the numericals, it will be slightly overlapping in our mind and all. Okay, so please be precise while studying these things at these numericals and all regarding the fee part and the forms part. Okay, all the forms and fee both are related to the numericals. At least forms we can remember in some way or the other. Forms we can remember, but this coming to the fee aspect, sometimes it is repeated, sometimes it is same. Okay, so please keep some identification marks. Okay, so irrespective. So everyone will have their own perception and everyone will have their own method of remembering something, right? So please maintain certain remembrances and some identification marks for these purposes of numericals. Okay, so we can expect at least 3 to 4 questions from these area we are expecting. Okay. Yes, and first and the next question 101. According to the second schedule, okay, just now we have discussed that all the fee aspects which are related to MDR, all the fee aspects of MDR. So we have many applications for license, applications for registration as a notified body, for various types of manufacturing license, loan license, and the import licenses. So everything. So everywhere where we come across this application along with a fee. Okay, application along with. So whenever we are submitting an application, it should be accompanied by a fee, by certain form. Okay, that application has to be made in a particular form, that is specified form. Okay, along with sometimes it also requires the documentation. Along with it, it also requires certain documentation. Please remember what all an application needs. Wherever you come across an application, what all it needs according to MDR 2017. Okay. So second schedule, what is the fee for manufacturing license for class C or D medical devices for one manufacturing site? Okay, if there is manufacturing going on in a single manufacturing site, okay, according to second schedule, what is the fee for this C and class C or class D devices? Okay, for class C and class D devices. Okay. Yeah, is there anything? Yes. So, option A 25,000, B 50,000, C 75,000 and D rupees 1 lakh. So, what is the fee for manufacturing license for class C and D devices? Class C and D devices, yes, all of you? Very simple question. Simple but important. Yes, what is the answer? Yes, it is 50,000. Okay, and the answer is it is 50,000. Okay, it is not a little clear here. Okay, 50,000. So, for one manufacturing site, if the application is made for one manufacturing site of class C and D devices, the fee will be rupees 50,000. Okay, so whether it may be, so this is according to rule 21. According to rule 21, the application for manufacturing of class C or D medical devices, this application is made in form. Okay, the application just now I am telling you. So whenever we come across this application and licenses, it is associated with certain fee and certain form. Okay, so here the license is made in form MD7. Okay, the license is made in form MD7 and the loan licenses for same class C or D devices, the loan license is made in form MD8 according to rule 21. Okay, and this application is made to, okay, whenever an application is made for the manufacturer license of class C and D devices, this application is submitted to whom? This application is made to or submitted to? Submitted to whom? Who is the authority to which this application is submitted? Application for C and D device manufacturer. To whom is it submitted? Yes, it is submitted to the CLA. Yes, it is mentioned here, right? It is mentioned. It is submitted to the CLA, that is Central Licensing Authority. So here we can see that for one site it is 50,000 and for each device it is 1,000 and for every manufacturing site it is 50,000. Okay. That was a direct question indeed. Okay. And yeah, question 102. What is the fee for manufacturing license for each distinct class C and D devices? Okay, just now we have discussed it. This for one site it is 50,000. Okay, for each manufacturing site it is 50,000 and for each medical device, each C and D class medical device it is rupees 1,000. Okay, it is 1,000 for each medical device belonging to class C or D medical devices according to MDR 2017. Okay, next. What is the fee for test license to manufacture for clinical investigation for each distinct medical device? Very, very important. This is the test license. Okay, this is regarding the test license. Test license for manufacture. Test license to manufacture for clinical investigation of each medical device, each distinct medical device. This is regarding the test license. So because it is test license, that means here the license, whatever the license have been granted should be used only for the purpose of testing, only for the purpose of clinical investigation, not for the uses. Not for, and this manufacture also should be done only for clinical investigation purpose, not for any other personal use or for bulk manufacture or nothing. Okay, so this test license needs a fee of rupees 500. And I have a single question about this. Okay, so what is the validity of this test license? Whenever a test license is applied or it is granted, whenever a test license is applied or it is granted, okay, or granted to manufacture for clinical investigations, what will be its validity? The validity of test license? Yes, the validity of the test license, what it is? Yeah, yes, very nice. Okay, it is 3 years. Okay, so please remember T for T. Okay, test license will have a validity, whether it may be test license for manufacture, test license for import or whatever it is. Whenever it is a test license, the validity will be 3 years. Okay, will be 3 years. For all the remaining like manufacturer license, loan license and license as registered notified body, for all these things the validity will be 5 years with a perpetuity. Okay, 5 years with a perpetuity. Okay, perpetuity is something which is maintained by the payment of the retention fee. Okay, perpetuity means this license is continued or it is maintained on the payment of a license retention fee. Okay, so then it is perpetuity. But test license is not like that. It is here perpetuity is not valid. Retention fee or perpetuity is not valid in cases of test license. Okay, and it is only 3 years. It is only 3 years with a fee of 500 rupees. Yes. Yes. And what is the fee for import license for class A medical devices other than IVDs? Fee for import license. Okay, these are the keywords. We have to just concentrate on the keywords, as I always repeat in my regular classes and my other sessions also. Whenever I usually regularly repeat this, the keywords are very important. So we always go behind this fee and it is a medical device, class A device. This is all okay. So what is the keyword in this question? What is the keyword? It is the import license. Okay, the keyword is import license for class A medical devices. These two are the keywords. Okay, so before answering the question, we have to concentrate and go through the keywords specially. Okay, so other than IVD, also it is mentioned. Please remember this also, the whole question. Import license, class A medical device and other than IVD. Other than IVD, 3 keywords in this particular question. Okay, and the options here are A, $500, $1,000, $1,500 and $2,000. So what's the right answer? Right answer for this question is yes, it is $1,000. $1,000 the fee for the import license other than IVDs. Other than IVDs for a class A medical device is $1,000. Okay, so at this point, especially during the import license, okay, especially regarding the considerations for import. So the usually class A and B medical devices, they are categorized as one and the same. Most of the times, class A and class B medical devices, they are categorized into same category. They are classified, categorized almost same. See, manufacturer license for class A and B devices, loan license for class A and B devices. Okay, it is common. The provisions are common, but certain provisions regarding the import are different. Okay, certain provisions regarding the licenses of class A and class B devices are different, especially in terms of import, especially when they are imported. Okay, so what are the different provisions here? So what is that is making difference? The import provisions for class A and class B medical devices. What is making the difference here? What is making the difference? Especially these fee structures. Okay, fee structure, and is there any other difference? Is there any other difference for class A and B devices during import? Yes? Yes, the auditor scrutiny also. Yes, for the auditor scrutiny also, yes, there is a difference. Okay, for class A devices, it is performed within 120 days, and for class B devices, it will be 90 days. Okay, this is also the major differences. Only some exemptions, only certain exemptions are applicable, especially in cases of import. Especially in cases of import and clinical investigation also. There are certain exemptions in cases of clinical investigation also. Usually class A devices, even if it is a new device or a new device also, sometimes it can be exempted from clinical investigation or clinical performance evaluation. Okay, it can be exempted from clinical investigation or clinical performance evaluation sometimes for class A. Okay, these are the exemptions and special provisions with respect to class A and B medical devices. Okay, so this is our class A medical device. For one site it is 1000, and so here it is, each distinct device is not mentioned. They have just mentioned that import license. So when it is mentioned as import license, so we need not bother. So we have to directly go for the site than the device. Okay, go for the site. If it is a device, they will mention in the question. If it is a device, they will mention. Otherwise, if it is not mentioned, okay, we can go for it. We can take it for granted as this is the manufacturing site. Yeah. Okay, so what is the fee for import license for class B medical device other than IVD for one site? For class B, just now we have discussed, there is a only difference in the exemptions or difference in the provisions of import license or fee. They mention one site. Yes. Sometimes even if it is not mentioned, I'm speaking about that. Okay. And if it is other than IVD, class B medical device, what is the fee? Okay, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500. Okay. So this question is because we may get confused that usually class A and B devices, they have the same fee, right? Okay, in that way we can think, but in this there are certain exemptions in cases of import, and our answer will be $2000. Okay, so for one site it is $2000, and for each device it is $1000. For each device it is $1000, and for each site it is $2000. Okay, what is the fee for import license for each distinct class A medical device? For each device, see here it is clearly mentioned that it is for each device. What is the fee? Other than IVDs, that too. Device other than IVD. Please also check whether it is mentioned. So if it is not mentioned that it is other than IVD, then what we will take it as? We take it as MD or IVD. If it is not mentioned anywhere that it is other than IVD, then what can we take it as? We can take it as MD or IVD. Yes. If it is not mentioned, yes, please take it as MD only. Wherever it is not mentioned anywhere, like other than IVD, this term is not mentioned, take it, consider it as a medical device only, unless it is mentioned. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So the answer is $50. The import license for each distinct class A device is $50. Yeah. What is the fee for import license for class C or D medical devices other than IVD for one site? Okay, see, for one site, again it is mentioned, for one site, what is the fee for C and D devices other than IVD? It is clearly mentioned. Other than IVD is clearly mentioned here. It is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 and $5,000. Okay, so this is because this here we are discussing this so much because it is, I just told you, it is important as well as confusing. Okay, so just we want to demarcate. Yes, we need this demarcation. Why this is mentioned? Yes, and the answer is just $3,000. Very nice. Very nice, whoever is answering. Yes, $3,000. Okay, so we can see that for each device it is 1,500 and for each site it is 3,000. Okay, in case of A device A it is $1,000. Device B, class B, it is $2,000 and C and D it is $3,000. Okay, please remember. What is the fee for import license for each distinct device of class C and D medical device other than IVD again? Okay, so for yes, what is it? It is 1,500. Just now we discussed this. It is 1,500 for each device and 3,000 for the whole site. Okay, what is the fee for import license for class A or B in vitro diagnostic device for one site? For IVD, see, here it is mentioned that class A or B in vitro diagnostic device, in vitro diagnostic medical device, IVD is clearly mentioned. The word IVD is clearly mentioned. So what is the fee for this import license? What is the fee for the import license? It is $500, $1,000, $1,500 and $2,000, and the right answer is $1,000. If it is in vitro diagnostic device, if the device is in vitro diagnostic device, for class A and class B, for both of them the fee will be same. The fee will be same for A and B. If it is a medical device, in case of import, please don't get confused. In case of import, the fee is different for class A device and class B device. Okay, but if it is a medical device associated with in vitro device, in vitro diagnostic device, it will be same. The fee will be same, that is $1,000. Yeah. So what is the fee for import license for each distinct class A or class B in vitro diagnostic device? Again, okay. So for each device, for each distinct device, the previous question was about the site and this question is about the device. So it is $10. It is for each device the fee will be $10. Okay. What is the fee for permission to conduct pilot clinical investigation? The fee for conducting pilot clinical investigation. So where do we study about this pilot clinical investigation? Yes, where in MDR do we study about this pilot clinical investigation? Any one of you? Anyone online? Where do we study this clinical investigation or this pilot clinical investigation? Chapter? Which chapter? Investigations fall under which chapter? Yeah, the answer is 1 lakh. But where do we study this? Clinical investigation of medical devices. In which chapter we do we study especially about this pilot and pivotal clinical investigations? In which place? At which place? Yes, very good. Very good, in chapter 7. Okay, in chapter 7 we study about this pilot clinical investigation and pivotal clinical investigation. So we studied in detail in our regular class, we studied in detail. So what is a pilot clinical investigation? It is very important examination point of view also. It is very important, all the aspects which are covered, especially this informed consent, okay, and the consent forms, the tables which are concerning about the consent forms, the informed consent, and also the other provisions, okay, how these investigations are conducted, and also regarding the medical attention and all these things. These are all very important, especially because this is clinical investigation. Okay, so what is pilot clinical investigation? It is an exploratory kind of investigation. Okay, pilot investigation, clinical investigation means it is a exploratory phase of clinical investigation where only few subjects are, this clinical investigation is performed on only few subjects, exploratory kind. Okay, and pivotal is a type of confirmatory. Pivotal clinical investigation is a type of a confirmatory clinical investigation. So in pilot clinical investigation in exploratory phase, what do we see about about the physics of the device? Okay, about the physics of the device, about the maintenance of the device, whether it is properly in form or not. Okay, all these things are covered in pilot clinical investigation. In pivotal clinical investigation, its functionality, okay, its use, its intended use, its functionality, all these things are taken care or checked or confirmed in case of this pivotal clinical investigation. Okay, here large number of subjects are taken. Large number of subjects, that is, our investigation is performed on large number of subjects. Okay, so this is about pilot and pivotal clinical investigations according to chapter 7 of MDR 2017 in brief. Okay. So for the conduct of pilot clinical investigation, what is the fee? This 25,000, 50,000, 75,000 and rupees 1 lakh. What's the right answer? The right answer is 1 lakh rupees. The right answer is 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Even for pivotal clinical investigation, yes, it is the same. Even it is 1 lakh for pilot and 1 lakh for pivotal clinical investigation, because both are very crucial. Even both are very crucial, but sometimes, okay, but the major difference is this, how they are conducted, and sometimes pilot clinical investigation can be skipped for certain devices. Pilot clinical investigation can be skipped. Pivotal clinical investigation, the name itself, it is mentioning that it is pivotal. What is the meaning of the word pivotal? The meaning of the word pivotal, what does pivotal mean? Yes, the word pivotal, what does that mean actually? It means it is crucial. Okay, pivotal means it is crucial or it is important. Okay, that means it is mandatory. This pivotal clinical investigation is mandatory for every new investigational device. For every new investigational device, but pilot clinical investigation can be exempted for certain medical devices which are imported. For certain, especially class A medical devices, and for some of the class A or B medical devices which are imported, for which this pilot clinical investigation has already been performed in the respective country from which they are imported. Okay, from which they are imported. If the pilot clinical investigation has already been done, this is an exemption actually. So sometimes we may get like statements. Okay, it is pilot clinical investigation is mandatory for so and so. Pivotal clinical investigation mandatory for this type of devices. That is the reason I am mentioning this separately. Okay, pilot clinical investigation can be exempted. Some of the devices, they can be exempted from this pilot clinical investigation in conditions where the device is a class A device and the CDSCO approves that yes, this does not require any pilot clinical investigation, and if the imported device has already been undergone this pilot clinical investigation in the respective country, then also this can be skipped, provided that report should be there. That pilot clinical investigation report should be there. Yeah. And what is the fee for permission to conduct clinical performance evaluation? To perform the clinical performance evaluation, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 and 75,000. What is the right answer? Yes, right answer for this question, to conduct clinical performance evaluation. What's the right answer? Yes, it is 25,000. 25,000. According to Rule 59, subclause 2, the permission to conduct a clinical performance evaluation requires a fee of 25,000 rupees. Okay. For which type of devices do we conduct? Yes. For which type of devices do we conduct this clinical performance evaluation? Clinical performance evaluation, for which type of devices do we usually conduct? It is applicable for which type of devices? This is also very important. Clinical performance evaluation is applicable for which kind of devices? Which type of devices or which kind of devices? C and D. Yeah, it can be A and B also. Yes, new IVDs. Okay. It is suitable or it is applicable for new IVDs. This is not suitable for new MDs. It is not suitable for new medical devices. It is suitable only for new in vitro diagnostic devices. Okay, this is the major difference between an medical device and an in vitro diagnostic device in terms of evaluation. IVDs, they require a clinical performance evaluation, and medical devices, they require a clinical investigation. In case of medical device, it is an investigation. For IVDs, no clinical investigation is required, only clinical performance evaluation is required. Okay. For medical devices, it is new investigational. Medical devices, it is clinical investigation. For IVDs, it is clinical performance evaluation. Very major difference. Please note this. Okay. Fee for permission to import or manufacture a medical device which does not have a predicate device. Which does not have a predicate device. 25,000, 50,000, 75,000 and 1 lakh rupees. So what is it? What's the answer is 50,000 rupees. Okay, the device which do not have, for the import of a medical device which do not have a predicate device. Okay. So if it is normal import, it is normal. Other import, yes, we also discussed for import water, for class A this much of fee, for class B, but which do not have a predicate device, yes, this is the fee, that is 50,000 rupees, 50,000 in INR. Usually import fee will be in dollars, but there are certain exemptions. For import the fee will be in dollars, but there are certain exemptions like this kind of predicate, the devices without predicate devices and all. What is the fee for permission to import or manufacture new in vitro diagnostic medical devices? Import again, just now I told you, which do not have a predicate device. For a new in vitro device, this will be in rupees. Yes. What is the fee for import license for test, evaluation or demonstration for each distinct medical device? For each distinct medical device. The test and evaluation, please remember here, this is for the test, evaluation or demonstration. For a medical device, it is $100. It is $100. Okay, fee for import license or test. Next, what is the fee for import of investigational medical device? Very important. Import of an investigational medical device by a government hospital. For the treatment of patient, for each distinct device. If they are applying for an import of an investigational medical device. This investigational medical device, actually it should not be imported. In normal conditions, it is not imported. But it is being imported on the application by a government hospital or any statutory medical organization. Application by a government hospital or a statutory medical organization. Here, who will be the applicant? This is also important again. Who will be the applicant in this case? The applicant or licensee. Who will be the licensee or who will be the applicant in this case when a government hospital is applying for the import of a medical device which for the treatment of a patient. Who will be the licensee? Or applicant or licensee? Who will be the licensee? The medical officer. Okay, the licensee is not, yes, it is 500 rupees, but who will be the licensee here is the medical officer. Okay. These are also very important. Who will be the licensee? Who will be the licensing authority? These are also very important. Okay. Yeah, this $500. Okay. And what is the fee for inspection? Yeah, it is 500 rupees actually, not $500. It is 500 rupees. Yeah, the symbol is wrongly appeared there. It is 500 rupees. Authorized agent in case of import of other medical devices. But in this case, in this particular case, when a government hospital is applying for a license or applying for the import of investigational medical device, for treatment of patient, the licensee will not be an authorized agent. Even if it is import, it will not be an authorized agent. The licensee will be a medical officer. Yes. So what is the fee for inspection of the overseas manufacturing site? Inspection of overseas manufacturing site, $3,000, $4,500, $6,000 and $7,500. What's the right answer? $6,000. It is $6,000 for the inspection of overseas manufacturing site in case of import of devices. In case of import of devices, yes, that particular manufacturing site which is present abroad or in some other country has to be visited by this licensing authority or the representatives of licensing authority with a fee of $6,000. $6,000. It is dollar, please remember. Manufacturing license retention fee for one site or in manufacturing of class A or B medical device. So we always discuss that the licensing fee and license retention fee will be one and the same. Okay. Whatever may be the case, whether it may be a class A device, B device, loan license or import license, or it may be a notified body registration, whatever it is, the retention fee, license fee and the license retention fee will be one and the same. Okay, it is one and the same. No exemptions, no discounts. Okay, same fee for licensing, same fee for retention. And the answer is 5,000 rupees. It is class A or B medical device and the license retention fee is 5,000 rupees. Yeah. So what is the manufacturing license retention fee for one site? Yes, class C or D device, it is 50,000. Okay, license fee is also 50,000, retention fee is also 50,000. Next, manufacturing retention fee for each device of A and B. Again, it is 500 rupees. Same. Okay. Again, C or D medical device, it is 1,000 rupees. Same, one and the same again. Okay. So very important question again. Under rule 67 of 1, how should samples for test be sent to the director of Central Medical Device Testing Laboratory? So what is the mode by which this has to be sent? These samples for examination has to be sent by courier services, by registered post in a sealed packet with a memorandum in form MD30, by hand delivery only, by email with digital signature. What is the right answer? Right answer for this question, the sample that is to be sent to the medical device testing laboratory. And the rule 67 on 1. So what is the procedure? How it has to be sent? It is, yes, it is option B, yes, by registered post in a sealed packet with a memorandum in form MD30. Okay. So according to rule 67.2, 67.1 was the application in form MD30. So how it has to be sent? And according to rule 6, what must be marked on both of the packet and the outer cover? How it should be marked? This one. What is the distinguishing factor? Yes, it is the distinguishing number. There should be a distinguishing number so that it is like it can be name of the manufacturer, date of manufacture, expiry date, like that, right? Okay, but these testing samples, whenever the samples are being sent to the medical device testing laboratories for sampling purposes or for the testing purpose, Usually it will be a little confidential. Okay, usually this will be little confidential. That is why they use certain other number, some distinguishing number. It's a kind of code number. Yes. It will be like a kind of code language or something. Okay. Under Rule 78(1), what form must be used to send a memorandum to the medical device testing officer? Okay, to the test. When this memorandum is sent, to the laboratory, it is in form 30. It is sent to the medical device testing officer, it is in form MD 38. In form MD 38, this memorandum is sent to the medical device testing officer. Okay? Yes. So this was about MDR 2017 questions from today's test of MDR 2017. So this, so almost we have covered each and every fee aspect. So we have almost covered the second schedule. Okay, here we have covered the complete second schedule. Complete second schedule, the fee for every type of device, for every condition, and for every application and all these things. Yes. Next we have this. So next we will go through English proficiency. Questions from English proficiency. I don't know how many of you have attempted the test and how many are attending this discussion without attempting the test. I am not sure. Have you all attempted the test? Whoever is online, have you all attempted the test? The test was also offered free. Okay, it is open to all today. The test was open to all today. Okay. How many of you have attempted the test? Yeah. Okay. So, questions from English proficiency, we will see some of them. Yes, again, English proficiency is also very important examination point of view. Highly scoring. If you concentrate a little, English proficiency is very easy, highly scoring. Please see that you don't lose marks. You don't lose marks in this type of areas, in these areas, and also see that you don't leave these questions. Okay, if you are not sure, yes, you can definitely leave these, but please make sure that most of the times you don't keep these questions unattempted. Okay. Yes, you all might be perfect also, but this is important and very scoring. Okay, so choose the synonym of the word obsolete. And the options here are A, modern, B, outdated, C, useful, and D, current. What's the right answer? Yes, right answer. Very good, Kiran. And the right answer is outdated. Okay, obsolete is something which is related to outdated. Okay, outdated is like old school, old fashioned. These things are known as obsolete. It is seen as obsolete. Okay, here please remember, if I'll give you a very small tip. Okay, not very perfectly, but a little tip here I can say. Okay, whenever you are choosing between the options, if you are not sure, we don't know the synonym of obsolete. It is not absolute. Please remember, it is not absolute. It is obsolete. Okay, it is obsolete. We are not sure. You don't know the synonym of obsolete. Not everyone should know every synonym. It is not applicable. Okay, it's not compulsory, but go through the options. Whenever you get questions like this, like synonyms and antonyms, like this type of questions, go through the options once. Okay. Here there are certain options which are similar to each other. Modern and current. Okay, the options modern and current, they are similar to each other. So these two can be eliminated. That can't be an answer. Nowhere 1 and 4 is mentioned. So that can't be an answer. Current and modern they are related. They are synonymous to each other. So it is not the answer for this question. They can be eliminated here. Now we have only two. Outdated and useful. So try to choose between these two by applying your knowledge. Okay. This is sometimes we have to use the elimination method. If you are not sure of the answer, go for the elimination methods. Okay, next. Spot the error in this following sentence, he is one of those students who has never failed. Very, very important. These kind of questions, tenses, regarding these tenses is very, very important. Error spotting is very important. He is one of those students who has never failed. So, and our options are, he is one of those students, C, who has never failed, and D, no error. So, in which part of the sentence is there an error, or if there is no error, you can mark no error. What's the right answer for this? What is the right answer for this question? One of those students who has never failed. Is there any error in this sentence? Any error in the sentence, and where? Okay, yes, there is certain error in this particular sentence. Yes, it is not an errorless sentence. There is certain error in this sentence. The error is in the part who has never failed. In the part of who has never failed. It means, so what is the error? What is the error here? Okay, here the statement is he is one of those students. So here this who is referring to the second part of the sentence. The second part of the sentence, he is one of the students is one sentence, who has never failed is another sentence. So this sentence, the connecting sentence, so whenever the sentences are connected, so who has never failed is the problem here. Here this who is referring to not this person. Here this who referred not to this person. The students, the group of students. It is referring to the group of students. It is referring to the group of students. Who? So when it is referring to the group of students, when it is group, it is nothing but they. Group, it is nothing but they. Then it is, they will be, yes, third person plural. They is nothing but third person plural. Then the answer should be who have never failed. If the statement is he is one of those students who have never failed, then this is right in tenses. So please go through, this is very, very important, correction of sentences, and you should have a sound knowledge of tenses. Okay, so this is referring about the students, this who, and this statement is referring to the part of students, not about he. Okay, if it is he, it is singular, third person singular. But here it is third person plural. They is third person plural. Then the answer will be, should be have failed, have never failed. Okay. So this is the explanation for this question. Find the synonym of the word reluctant. Find the synonym of the word reluctant. Willing, hesitant, eager, ready. Again you see. See here. Again we can see the synonym of the word reluctant. Willing, hesitant, eager, ready. Okay, so willing, eager, ready, they are all similar to each other. Willing, eager and ready, they are similar to each other, whereas hesitant is the odd man out here. Okay, yeah. So here, hesitant is the word which is odd here, odd thing here. Okay, all these are willing, eager and ready, they are similar to each other. So they cannot be the answers for this question. So at least in that way we can answer this question. Okay, the synonym of the word reluctant is, yes, it is hesitant. Convert who wrote this book to passive voice. The question tag, okay, this is a question. Who wrote this book to passive voice? The conversion from active to passive voice, especially in case of questions. Especially in case of questions, that too, WH questions is very important. Especially in case of WH questions is very important. Conversion to active passive voice with respect to normal sentences, yes, it will be good. When it is assertive, when it is affirmative, it is okay. It is an interrogative sentence. Here we are speaking about interrogative sentences, and conversion of active voice to passive voice in interrogative sentences, yes, it is a little challenging. Please mind a little. Please go through the rules once and answer these questions. Okay. By whom was this book written? By whom this book was written? Who was this book written by? Both A and C are correct. What's the right answer here? Right answer here. Who wrote this book? passive voice of this is by whom was no, A it is by whom was this book written? By whom was this book written? Okay. So here we have to note about the subject and the object. Here who is the subject and book is the object. So especially in WH questions, usually what happens in an active and passive voice? In active voice the subject and in passive voice the object will become a subject and the subject will become an object, right? But that does not happen. That does not happen especially in case of WH questions, because this is changed. In passive voice, who is changed to whom? Who is changed to whom? So then that will move from the place of a subject. It will not be in the place of a subject anymore. Okay, I don't want to confuse you people by going into the depths of subject, object and participles and all. Okay, just a simple analogies, that's all. Okay, suggest improvement if applicable. She was so tired to work any longer. Okay, the question was, she was so tired to any longer. Is there any improvement in this sentence? Is there any improvement that is required in this particular sentence, or the sentence is good? So tired to not work, so tiring to work. If there is improvement, what it is? So tiring to work, yes, though no improvement is required, and too tired to work. Too tired to work. What's the right answer? What's the right answer for this question? She was so tired to work any longer. Is this statement right? Is this statement right? If it is wrong, what is the right suggestion here? What is the right suggestion here? Yes? Yeah. Yeah, it is wrong, and we may have a suggestion that it is too tired to work. Okay. This statement is also right when. Okay, this statement is also right when it is she was. So whenever we get this word so, whenever we come across this verb so, it should be so that. So always should be accompanied by so, should always be accompanied by that, and to should always be accompanied by to. So tired that she cannot work any longer. Okay, she was so tired is right, of course. She was so tired not to work, because so and to does not match. So and to does not match with each other. She was so tired that she can't work any longer. She can't work any longer. Okay, the same statement with to we can write. She was too tired. She was too tired to work any longer. To work any longer. The same sentence can be written in two forms, in two ways or two forms, but whenever you are using so see that it is followed by that. Whenever the statement contains a so, see that it is followed by that, and to will be followed by to. Okay? So these are the basic principles, please remember. And fill in the blank. He was deprived dash his rights. He was deprived dash his rights. A from his rights, B of his rights, C with his rights, D to his rights. So what is the right answer? He was deprived dash his rights. Yes, it is of his rights. Okay, of is a type of preposition which indicates possession. Of is something which indicates the possession. Okay, rights are something about the possession of that person. About the possession of the person. So that possession, he is losing something. He is losing that possession, so it is deprived of the rights. Okay, next. Choose the correct one-word substitute for a person who loves mankind. Very important and very easy, very common question. This question is from previous examinations. This question was from previous examinations. I think it has appeared in 2 or 3 examinations earlier. One of the most popular questions. A person who loves mankind is known as a philanthropist, misogynist, pessimist and egoist. So what's the right answer? Yes, what will be the right answer is philanthropist. Okay, philanthropist is a person who loves mankind. Okay, so we will see the other options too. We'll see, yes, the other options too. Misogynist. So who is a misogynist? What is the meaning of the word misogynist? Misogynist means any person who hates women. Okay, person who hates women is known as a misogynist. The word itself, sometimes it will be available in the word only. Please remember, misogynist. Gyn is something related to women. Gyn is something related to women. Misogynist means that person will think that all women are bad. Okay, women is something about bad. Okay, so they hate women. That is misogynist. And pessimist. What do you mean by a pessimist? By a pessimist? Pessimist, negative thinker. Pessimist is something about the negative thinker. Something which represents a negative. A person who always thinks all about some things, or they will think, no, whenever they want to do something, no, this doesn't happen, this doesn't happen. They will always be in negative thoughts. Okay, that is pessimist. The opposite to pessimist is antonym, or opposite to pessimist is whoever is online. Very important again. Whoever is online who can answer. The antonym to pessimist is optimist. Okay, the antonym to pessimist is optimist. Okay, optimist is opposite or antonym for the word pessimist. Okay, optimist, pessimist. Optimist means who always thinks in a positive manner. Positive thinkers. Yeah. Egoist, just like me. Optimist is just like me. Because you are not answering, but I am assuming that I am optimistic. I'm optimistic that you are still listening and you are following and all. Right. So I am an optimist. Example. Okay. Right. So you are not, even me, if you are answering or not, I am not sure whether you are listening or not, but still I'm assuming that yes, I'm thinking positive that you are listening, and I'm continuing with my session, even though you don't answer this, right? An egoist. So who is an egoist? So who thinks high of themselves. Egoist is some person who thinks high of themselves. Okay. Next, identify the right spelling. Identify the right spelling. Maintenance. For the word maintenance, identify the right spelling. Spelling check is very important. Yeah. Maintenance. So what's the right spelling? The spelling is maintenance. Option C. Maintenance. Okay. Choose the synonym of the word brief. Choose the synonym of the word brief. So many people get confused at this aspect. Okay, unless and until you are really aware, you will be confused with this, because it is as far as I have gone through and as far as I have heard, one of the most misused words. The word brief is one of the most misused words. Okay, someone will say, I will explain brief. So now we will see it in brief. Now we will see this briefly. And it will be an elongated description. Okay, brief is not about elongation. Brief is about cut short. Okay, brief means something which is short. Short is brief. Okay. The antonym of brief is detailed. The antonym for brief is detailed. Okay, so whenever someone is explaining in detail, so they have to say write in detail or write in brief. These two are antonymous to each other, but we use it very synonymously. Okay, one of the most misused words ever. Okay. Next, the idiom to burn the midnight oil refers to. The idiom to burn the midnight oil refers to what? To waste time, to work late into the night, to sleep early, to light a lamp. To light a lamp. What does this idiom mean? To burn midnight oil. They are burning. He has spent he completed his education by burning the midnight oil. By burning midnight oil. What does that exactly mean? To work late in the night. Okay, to work late in the night is the right answer. And fill in the blank with suitable preposition or a verb, helping verb, whatever it is. He is accustomed dash hard work. He is accustomed dash hard work. To hard work, with hard work, for hard work, in hard work. He is is accustomed dash hard work. Okay, it is too hard work. Okay, some of them I will just go through. Yes, select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined segment in the given sentence. If no substitution is required, yes, select no improvement, right? And the student, very important area. You will get one such type of question in your examination. For sure you will get one such type of question in your examination. Okay. The student with his parents were asked for waiting outside the principal office. Were asked for waiting outside the principal office. Okay. And so the underlined part here is were asked for waiting outside. Were asked for waiting is the underlined part. Here it is not mentioned clearly. Were asked for waiting is the underlined part. So, is it right? Is the sentence right? Or if it needs any improvement or any changes? Yes? Definitely it needs a change. It is very blunder. Was asked to wait actually. Okay. The student with his parents was asked to wait. Was asked to wait. Okay, so here so many there are multiple people, so it should be were. Okay, student and parents, both are there, right? Both are there. So it should be were. But here the statement, the student with his parents, it is grouping. The statement, the word with, the student with his parents, it is grouping. It is grouping. So it is now considered as a group. It is now considered as a group. Group means singular. When it is a group, the student with his parents, it is singular. It will be singular. It can't be plural anymore. It is grouped. So it is singular. Because it is singular, it will be was asked. Was asked to wait outside the principal's office. Okay, hope all of you are following. Yes, this is very important. These aspects are very important. The questions and how they are asking the question is very important. Choose the correct sentence. He don't like coffee. He doesn't likes coffee. He doesn't like coffee. He don't likes coffee. So what's the right answer for this question? Please don't make mistakes in these areas. Please don't any mistakes in these particular areas. I am repeating so many times. Very important scoring things. Okay, he doesn't like coffee. Okay, here he is singular. Okay, he is third person singular here. Here he is referring to third person singular again. When it is third person singular, it will be does. It is does. It is first person and plural or third person plural. They do. He or she does. Okay, he does. They do. Remember this. Yeah. Arrange the sentences in an order to make a meaningful paragraph. The sun was setting, the sky turned orange, birds flew back to their nests. It was a beautiful sight. Yes, it was. It is. Not it is. It will be a beautiful sight indeed, always. Okay. It is always a beautiful sight, right? The sun was setting. The setting of sun, the sky turns orange, and the birds flew back to their nests. It was indeed a beautiful sight. Okay. So, what is the sequence of arrange these in a proper sequence to make a proper paragraph? So, PQRS, PSRQ, RPQS, and QPRS. What's the right answer? The right answer for this question, arrange in a sequence. Arranging in a sequence. What's the right answer for this question is yes, PQRS. Is they all in a sequence? Yes. When the sun was setting, yes, the sky turned orange and the birds. It is all in a synchronous way. All step by step manner. It is a step by step manner. Yeah. Identify the error in the statement. Neither the directors nor the chairman were available to interrogation. Very important part again. Neither nor, either or. And association, their association with the sentences, with the tenses. Okay. Neither the directors nor the chairman were available to interrogation. And the options here are, what is the error? Were available to neither the directors nor the chairman, and the no error. And is no error. So what is it? What could it be? If there is no error in this sentence, neither the directors nor the chairman were available for interrogation. No error in this sentence? Yes? No, there is an error in the sentence. Were available. Okay, the error is in the part, in the phrase were available to. Okay, here neither nor. Okay, yes, it is neither nor. Whenever it is neither nor, it is considered that is considered, please consider neither and nor. Means this is one identity and this is one identity. This is considered as singular. Neither is one singular, nor is one singular. Okay, neither is one singular and nor is one singular. So for singular, never we should use were. Okay, so we should not. So when you are making the same statement like both the directors and the chairman, were not available to interrogation. Yes, that is right. When you are using the term both, okay, when you are using the term both, then you are mentioning all of them here. So neither nor means any one of them. Any one of them. So any is again singular. Any one is singular. So because it is singular, it should be was available. Neither the directors nor the chairman was available to the interrogation purpose. Okay. And the next question, what does the idiom let the cat out of the bag mean? To release a pet? Okay. Cat, let the cat out of the bag. To release a pet, to reveal a secret, to make a mistake, to run away. What's the right answer here? Yes, the right answer is to reveal a secret. The right answer here is about to reveal a secret. Yeah, next. The manager dashed the staff on their excellent performance. This is about the identifying. So anything may be right. Okay, here I am the most probable. Identifying the most probable. Here it is about identifying the most probable ones. The manager dashed the staff on their excellent performance. Here the option should be selected based on the two terms, two key terms of the sentence. The subject and the object of the sentence. The decision or the option should be selected based on the two key terms or the subject and object of the sentence. The manager dashed the staff on their excellent performance. Yes, manager can compliment them, he can supplicate them, he can reprimand them. Anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. But here based on the context, what is the object, or based on what is the context, that their excellent performance. He's complimented whom? Staff. Here something he has done something to the staff, with the staff. What is it? It is on the excellent performance. So because it is excellent performance, the answer will be complimented. It will be complimented. Okay. So the manager dashed the staff on their worst performance. The manager dashed the staff on their worst performance. Then what will be the answer? What will be the answer? It can be reprimanded or supplicated, anything. Okay. Supplication and reprimanding is one and the same. One and the same. It's a kind of dishonor. Reprimanding means it's a kind of dishonor. Okay. Yeah, next. In the sentence, they will give her a prize. The passive voice can be, she will be given a prize by them. A prize will be given to her by them. Yes, both are right. Anything is right here. And suggest the improvement if required. How long were you learning English for? Very important question again. Suggest improvement if applicable. How long were you learning English for? Yes, what is the improvement in this particular sentence? Is there any improvement or not? How long were you learning English for? Seems very much right, right? It seems it is right. How long were you learning English for? We usually use these statements, these kind of statements or questions, right? Okay. But here the right answer is, no, it is not. How long were you learning is the wrong statement. It is not were you. It is not. Yeah. Yes, it is not. It's not about were you learning, it should be how long have you been learning. Okay, it should be have you been learning English for? How long have you been learning English for? Okay, why it is not where and how it is, why have you been? Because that process is still going on. That particular procedure, that particular process of learning English is still going on. It is still under process. Okay, in progress. So, it should be present perfect continuous. If it is were you learning, it will be past continuous. Yes, it will be past continuous. Something which has happened in the past. Okay. But that action is still going on. This particular action, it is still going on. So, it will be have you been learning. Okay. Present perfect continuous. What happened? Yes. Okay. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. The manager along with his assistants dash attending the meeting. Are attending, were attending, is attending, have been attending again. It is a group again. Group manager along with. The term along with. It shows that they are group. They are together. Together means it is singular. They are together. It is singular. Okay. It should be is, not are. Okay. Choose the antonym of the word hostile. The antonym of the word hostile is. So hostile, the synonyms are aggressive, unkind, harsh, and the antonym will be friendly. Okay. Hostile is something which is harsh. Okay. So that was about English proficiency. We'll have a quick look at the computer application part. Very quick look at the computer application part. Okay. Which of the following is a protocol used to send emails? Okay. Which of the following is a protocol used to send emails? What is the options we have? Are A, FTP, B, SMTP, C, HTTP, and D, SNMP. So what is FTP? FTP is file transfer protocol. SMTP is simple mail transfer protocol. HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol, and SNMP is the simple network management protocol. Here the right answer will be yes. Someone has answered this. Yes. To send emails, simple mail transfer protocol. Okay, FTP it is used to transfer mails, transfer files, not mails. Okay, mails are transferred. Simple only emailing purpose it is that is used is simple mail transfer protocol. Yeah. Which of the following is a cloud service model? Okay, and the options here are SaaS, BIOS, HTTP, and SMTP. What's the right answer? Cloud service model out of this. Cloud service model, what is it? Yes, the right answer is SaaS. SaaS means software as a service. It is nothing but a software as a service. So it is a cloud service model. Okay, it is a cloud service model, whereas BIOS is the basic input output system. It is not cloud service. Basic input output will not be the cloud service. It is the internal. It will be some kind of a internal kind of storage, regular storage, not a cloud storage. Okay, SaaS will be the cloud storage or cloud service. Next, the component used to store instructions temporarily during execution. Temporarily during it is not BIOS. No, BIOS is not a cloud service. SaaS is a cloud service. Please remember, someone has answered this, but it is SaaS. Okay. The component used to store instructions temporarily during execution is temporary storage. Remember, hard disk, RAM, ROM, SSD. What's the right answer? Hard disk, RAM, ROM, SSD. What is the temporary storage? Here, RAM. Yes, random access memory. It is a volatile memory. We usually say RAM, the memory of RAM. Yeah, RAM, not ROM. Read-only memory is a non-volatile memory. It is a permanent storage. ROM is a permanent storage, whereas RAM is a temporary storage. It is a volatile. We call it as volatile memory. Okay, volatile type of memory, whereas ROM is a non-volatile memory. Yeah, next. One of the following tends to increase the performance of a computer system. Defragmentation, formatting, virus scanning, disk partitioning. So immediately what we will answer for this? What we will answer immediately? Formatting, right? Because we are very much associated with formatting. What we usually do where the performance of our computer or a system is affected, we say, okay, let's go for formatting. Anything, right? Okay, formatting will improve the performance, we say, we think, but it is not exactly true. So it is defragmentation. Defragmentation will tend to increase the performance of a system, especially this occurs with the case of a hard disk. Disk drives. This defragmentation, it is applicable for the disk drives, hard disk drives, or whatever the memory storage is, the disk drives which are present in our computer. This defragmentation will improve the performance by affecting the disk drive systems. Yeah, so this is how defragmentation occurs. Identify the type of cyber attack that floods a network with traffic. Phishing, DDoS, spoofing, and keylogging. So what's the right answer? Cyber attack that floods a network with traffic. Phishing, DDoS, spoofing, and keylogging. Okay, it is not phishing. Phishing is a type of social media attack. Okay, social attack. Cyber attack, among cyber attacks, phishing is a type of social attack. What is DDoS is distributed denial of service. Okay, DDoS is the distributed denial of service, and spoofing is something like someone will take over. Spoofing is like we will go through, like it's a spoof, something like reels or something in some certain reels and whatever we'll see. It's a spoof. Okay, first if there is something imitating something, okay, imitating an original work is we usually use this word spoof. Okay, spoofing is something imitating or recreating something. Recreating something is spoofing, and keylogging is something like, yeah, DDoS is the right answer. Yes, cyber attack that floods a network with traffic is DDoS, distributed denial of service. By overflooding of traffic, what happens? It will block the system. It will not move further. Okay, and what is keylogging? Keylogging is something like it is reading. Okay, what it does, it decodes. It decodes this type of cyber this type of cyber attack. They decode the keys, whatever we are using, even in the mobile or a computer. So whatever the key you are pressing will be converted, will be decoded, that will be copied. So this is one of the most dangerous cyber attacks, which causes, by which someone will get to know about our passwords, personal information, and all these things. So this key information, whatever we are pressing, whatever we are using the keys, that key will be logged by someone else. This is the type of cyber attack. Okay, by that they will know the passwords and everything. Important. Yeah, these are the types of cyber attacks. Which of the following is not a binary number? Which of the following, very important, simple but important. Which of the following is not a binary number? 1010, 1101, 1234, 1001. What is it? Yes, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Because binary numbers always contain only 0 and 1. Binary numbers contain only 0 and 1. These 2, 3, 4 are not a part. Next. The term Bluetooth is a type of WAN, wide area network, LAN, local area network, PAN, PAN, personal area network, and metropolitan area network. What's the right answer? Bluetooth is a type of what? Is a type of personal area network, because Bluetooth, we use it with our own personal devices. So it is personal area network. Phishing is related to hunting, phishing, cyber security, software development. Just now we have gone through, it is related to cyber security. The shortcut key used to switch between open applications is, no, it is not LAN, it is PAN, personal area network. Okay. The shortcut key used to switch between open applications is Control Shift Escape, Alt Tab, Alt F4, Windows L. What is the right answer? Right answer? For this, yes, switching between open applications is Alt Tab. Alt Tab is used to switch between the open applications which are open in our computer. Okay. Control Shift and Escape. Control Shift Escape will is the shortcut to open this task manager. Alt F4, Alt F4, which is closes the active windows. Okay, closing of active window, active windows, Windows L, yes. Okay, so we'll move on a little faster. How many margins are present on a standard page in MS Word? Yeah, we know this very well. Top, bottom, right, left, right, 4 margins. What is the function of a switch in networking? Switch in networking connects networks, filters traffic, connected devices within a network and provides internet access. Okay, for this the right answer will be connected devices. It connects the devices within a network. A switch connects the devices within a network. Okay, in mesh topology, yeah, this is also important. The previously occurred question. In a mesh topology, if we have 6 computers, how many links must be there? If you have 6 computers, according to mesh topology, full mesh topology, how many links should be there? Yes, 6, 12, 13, 15. 6, 12, 13, 15. What's the right answer? Answer will be 15. Okay, for this there is a little slight calculation. It is calculated as using the formula based on the number of computers we have. Okay, based on the number of computers, n into n plus 1 upon 2 is, so here n is 6, 6 into 6 plus 1 on 2, 6 minus 1, sorry, not n plus 1, it is minus 1, n minus 1, 6 minus 1, that is 6 into 5 upon 2, it is 15. Okay, the right answer will be 15. Important. There is a slight calculation, but it is important. No, it is 12. N into n minus 1 by 2. This is very important. Please remember. Once again, I will give you the formula. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, bandwidth refers to. What does the bandwidth refer to? Number of devices in a network, speed of a processor, amount of data transmitted in a given time, and size of a file. What's the right answer? Yes, amount of data transmitted in a given time. Next, which one of the following types of operating systems is designed to respond to an event within a predetermined time? Operating systems designed to respond to an event within a predetermined time. Embedded systems, real-time operating system, multi-user operating system, and a synchronized operating system. What's the right answer? It is a real-time operating system. The right answer is real-time operating system. Okay? It is nothing but, yeah, yes, right. Real-time operating system, yes. Real-time operating system, it is usually used in, see, for pacemakers. In medical devices, they use this, especially in our medical devices, which we are dealing with right now, medical devices like pacemakers and all, this real-time operating system is used usually, okay. So it is designed to respond to an event within a predetermined time. Okay, that is real-time operating systems and embedded systems, multi-user. So here the right option is real-time operating system. Okay, multi-user operating system, can anyone give an example? Very simple multi-user operating systems. Very simple one. Windows. The example for multi-user operating system is Windows, okay, which we usually use more. Okay. So this was about, yeah. So this was about the MDR part 1, computer applications and English proficiency. From today's examination, any questions? Yeah, very nice. Someone has answered it. Windows is a multi-user operating system. Very good. Very good. It's very important. Please remember, whoever haven't known this earlier, the example of a multi-user operating system, very frequent question, important question. Windows, very simple. Okay. This was about the session today. Any questions are welcome so far from this part? Any other questions? Do we have? Yes, I can take some questions if possible. If anyone is available. Okay. Hope there are no questions. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the discussion of logical reasoning and quantitative aptitude, and also MDR, some of the questions from MDR and computer applications and English. Okay. So now we will discuss further questions that is related to MDR, and there are other part of the MDR questions are also there, and current affairs questions are also there, and then GS questions also there. Okay, so these questions we will continue this discussion tomorrow morning. Okay, what is ECG machine works on? It's linked to any system. Okay, so yeah, that we will discuss tomorrow about ECG machine and other thing. Yeah, thank you for your question. Yeah, so we will close this session, and please follow our channel and subscribe our channel. Till the exam, we are keep posting the materials and shortcuts, and tomorrow's session will be the exciting session, and I will be taking that session with the MDR part with the shortcuts and mnemonics. Okay, to easy to remember the forms and chapter rules. Okay, so I worked on that particular rules and forms to easy to remember, and please follow our channel, and we'll post the link in our channel and follow that link. Join tomorrow morning. Okay, tomorrow morning 6 a.m. We'll join at 6 a.m. and we'll continue the session. Tomorrow morning 6 a.m. Okay, early morning. So we'll start with the MDR part, and we'll continue current affairs and also general science. So with this, we'll close this grand test 2, and Sunday we are going to conduct a mock test. Sunday we are going to conduct mock test. Morning part only, morning 6 to 10 a.m. will conduct mock test, and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. will finish the paper discussion in one go. Okay, with all subject experts. Right? So thank you for watching, and thank you, and share this video to your friends, those who are in need, and subscribe our channel. That is very important. Okay, so for more updates related to drug inspector, pharmacist, and GPAT, NIPER. Okay, because as a NIPERian, I am very much happy to share the information to all the aspirants of India. Okay, and I want everyone prepare for the competitive exams. It's a good opportunity, and UPSC Drug Inspector posts are also going to come, and pharmacist already going on. Okay, so if you prepare, you will achieve any one of them, right? So subject is very important. Yeah, thank you so much. Dishan, thank you for your feedback, and one touch pharmacy knowledge, and happy, and all the aspirants. Okay, all the aspirants, thank you for watching us.